Hello students, now we are going to discuss next topic, effect of dilution on conductance, conductivity and molar conductance and or molar conductivity of solutions. What is dilution actually means here? कि already one solution is given to us. Already one solution is given to us. In the same solution we add some more solvent. So what will happen? The amount of solute will remain unchanged. Amount of solute will remain same. Only when we add extra solvent, what happen? They can affect these given properties. So how this property will change on dilution? That is the topic we are going to discuss in the given topic. And again, this topic is very important. You get questions frequently on this topic, effect of dilution on conductance. See symbol, I am using G, SE or G, sometimes symbol is used in questions. K is taken solution conductivity and lambda n taken solutions molar conductivity. Okay, so how to decide here? We can see that on dilution what happens when you take two terms, one is conductance and second term taken is molar conductance. They increase on dilution. Why? They increase in dilution because on see these values or their value depends. This value depends on number of ions, number of total ions in solutions, number of total ions in solution as well as interactions among the ions. So what happened when we have a solution of higher concentration? Total number of ions can be less because the solute will show less dissociation. When we have solutions of higher concentration, we have more number of cations and anions. So they have in them more electrostatic attraction force. Ions can be there, but the ions may not be completely dissociated. समझ आ रहा है? क्लियर है? आयंस होंगे सोल्यूशन में, बट क्या है? दे आर नॉट फ्री टू मूव. अट्रैक्शन बहुत ज्यादा होता है. अगर आयंस में अट्रैक्शन ज्यादा हुआ तो क्या हुआ? वो फ्रीली मूव नहीं कर पाते हैं. तो क्या होगा? सोल्यूशन का कंडक्टेंस भी कम होगा एंड लैम्डा एन भी कम होगा. देखिए इसमें डिफरेंस कुछ नहीं है. यहां पर क्या होता है कि कंडक्टेंस किसी भी सोल्यूशन को लेते हैं और यहां पर ये क्या होता है? इट इज कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ सोल्यूशन which solution contain 1 mole of solute. समझ आ रहा है? सो यहां पर क्या है? अमाउंट ऑफ solute is fixed, उतना ही रहेगा. क्या होगा इसमें on dilution? Among the ions there is decrease in the attraction forces. When among the ions there is decrease in the interaction forces, ions can move freely, and especially when we have weak electrolyte. Remember, if we have weak electrolytes, then their alpha increase more rapidly on dilution. यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि strong electrolytes alpha is nearly equal to 1. Only on dilution the ions can move freely in solution by decreasing interionic interactions among them, so they cause rise in conductance. But in weak electrolyte there is increase in degree of dissociation much more on dilution. So in their case both conductance or molar conductance increase more rapidly. Remember this point. तो ये हमारा पॉइंट में है, ये वो एक पॉइंट यहाँ पर. तो दोनों में क्या होता है? डिपेंड ऑन टोटल नंबर ऑफ आयन सॉल्यूशन एज वेल एज आयंस फ्री मूवमेंट. दोनों ही आपका बढ़ते हैं. आयंस सॉल्यूशन बढ़ेंगे एज वेल एज आयंस कैन मूव फ्रीली इन सॉल्यूशन ड्यू टू विच बोथ लैम्बडा एन एंड कंडक्टेंस ऑफ सॉल्यूशन इंक्रीज on dilution. They increase on dilution. समझ आ रहा है ये पॉइंट? अब आते हैं सेकंड पॉइंट पे, कंडक्टिविटी के ऊपर. देखिए व्हाट इज कंडक्टिविटी? वी हैव टेकन डेफिनेशन ऑफ कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. ये क्या होता है? इट इज कंडक्टेंस ऑफ सॉल्यूशन वॉल्यूम 1 cubic centimeter. If you take definition क्या था? K was equal to conductance into cell constant. If I take this part, distance in the electrode taken 1 centimeter, area was taken of electrode 1 cm square. How much volume they enclose? 1 cc. So when the solution volume is 1 cc, then conductance of solution of volume 1 cc will be same as solution conductivity. So what can happen? We can think about that on dilution the total number of ions increase, but the number of ions in solution decrease per cc. So what happens on dilution? It depends on number of ions per cc of solution. So what can happen on dilution? On dilution, total number of ions can increase, will increase, but number of ions per cc decrease. So what happened? Therefore, you can say here conductivity of solution decrease on dilution. बच्चे सोचते हैं बाय फॉर्मूला कि हमारा फॉर्मूला क्या था, लैम्डा एम इज इक्वल टू के इंटू 1000 by molarity. On dilution what happened? Molarity will decrease. So what happened to molar conductance? Increase. Fine, it can be valid. And conductivity lambda m into molarity. So molarity will decrease on dilution. Lambda m क्या हुआ इसमें? Increase हो रहा है इसमें. But this relation mathematically is not applicable because we take cell constant to be same. On dilution the total volume will be increased of the solution, so cell constant will not be valid because when total volume will be increased, we need either bigger electrodes or distance more in the electrodes, so cell constant will not remain same because in dilution total volume will be increasing of solution. So mathematically it is not correct. Okay, so anyway आप सोच सकते हैं कि this value conductivity depends on number of ions per cc. On dilution they will decrease per cc, so for solution K decrease on dilution. अब इसमें क्या होता है, we cannot write value by mathematically कितना ions होते हैं, but simple है कि आपके ions as a whole बढ़ेंगे solution में, but number of ions पर क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर वो कम हो जाएगा डाइल्यूशन करने पर. अगर आपके सॉल्यूशन में नंबर ऑफ आयंस कम होंगे पर सीसी तो क्या होगा, कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा, डिक्रीज होगा डाइल्यूशन करने पर. तो इसको हम ध्यान रखें पॉइंट को, एंड देन यू कैन सॉल्व सच क्वेश्चन इजीली. ओके, ये आपका डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं इस पॉइंट के ऊपर है. ठीक है, तो लेट अस टेक नाउ इफेक्ट ऑफ डाइल्यूशन ऑन मोलर कंडक्टिविटी. लेट्स टेक नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. देखिए अगला पॉइंट क्या है, इफेक्ट ऑफ डाइल्यूशन ऑन मोलर कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. To express or to study this here, we take one expression which is called as Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation. We take expression lambda m is equal to lambda 0 m minus a root c. A root c. One expression is used here to see effect of dilution on molar conductivity of solution. In this expression is or equation name, it is called as Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation. C is in the expression lambda m can be taken, molar conductivity of a solution at concentration C. C is solution concentration in moles per liter. C is concentration of solution in moles per liter. Lambda 0 m is called as limiting molar conductivity, or can take, it is also called as, means इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है, when C approach nearly 0, When C approach 0 at that time solution can have how much conductivity? आप देखो ना रिलेशन में, अगर C 0 कर देंगे तो क्या होगा, ये दोनों सेम हो जाएंगे, अगर C 0 तब ये दोनों सेम हो जाएंगे इसमें. So what happens, this C when approach nearly 0 then lambda m becomes same as lambda 0 m, and this A is a constant depending on the solvent, on the nature of solvent. You can take here solvent, temperature and type of electrolytes. Actually what happens, electrolytes can be taken of different type का meaning क्या होता है? If I take example like salt can be taken NaCl, it is taken as 1 minus 1 type electrolyte. If I take calcium chloride, taken 2 minus 1 type electrolyte. If I take calcium sulfate, it is taken as 2 minus 2 type electrolyte. So type में क्या होता है? We take two numbers. First number is the valency of cation and second number is valency of anion. Like Na plus 1, Cl minus 1. In CaCl2, calcium plus 2, Cl minus 1. CS4, calcium plus 2, sulfate is minus 2. So they are taken this type of electrolytes are taken this category. So when we write question, we can take type का meaning ये होता है, पहले valency का type का फिर नाम का, कोई common नहीं कोई space, जैसे लिखते हैं 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 2 and so on. Okay, now for same type of electrolyte, अब यहाँ पे क्या, सॉल्वेंट सेम होना चाहिए at a given temperature. For the same solvent at a given temperature, for same type of electrolyte, value of A is same. A can be taken same. But यहाँ पर condition क्या है? For a given solvent at a given temperature. If you take different solvents, different temperature, again A can vary, but normally हमें देखना है कि अगर ये same रहेगा, you don't get any numerical questions. You don't get any numerical question on this expression, but theoretically this expression is required to us. तो ये आपका पहले expression का meaning हुआ. This expression is called as Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation. Lambda m taken as lambda 0 m minus A root C. This can be the equation of straight line. We'll explain right now. Let us take first meaning. इसमें आपका lambda m क्या होता है? Solution का molar conductivity at concentration C, moles per liter. C क्या है? Solution का concentration moles per liter में. और lambda 0 m क्या होता है? Limiting molar conductivity when concentration of solution approach 0. This is also called as sometimes as molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Sometimes symbol also written as, in books you may find lambda m infinity. Infinity means where dilution is infinite. अगर थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखेंगे, in weak electrolytes on dilution alpha increase. When when C approach nearly 0, then alpha will be equal to 1. तो इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? When solute show complete dissociation, then they become equal. So anyway, let us take some expression or application of this expression further. इसका क्या advantage होता है, क्या इसका use होता है, अगला पॉइंट देखते हैं. Now, if we take this equation can give a straight line plot. For strong electrolytes. Remember, for strong electrolyte, and that too especially at lower concentrations. at lower concentrations. At higher concentration, we will not get straight line. Practical when the values are done. So anyway, this can be a straight line. So if you draw the graph for the strong electrolytes, draw the graph lambda m versus root c. When we draw the graph lambda m versus root c, we get a straight line for the strong electrolyte like KCl. But remember, at lower concentration, we get straight line sloping graph. When the graph is extrapolated in the backward direction, can say here, then this can give the value of lambda 0 m. What is lambda 0 m can be taken here? In the given expression, this can be intercept along this lambda m axis, and slope can be taken how much? Minus a, when you have straight line. So it is the graph taken for solution of KCl. We can see when concentration is very high, on some dilution, lambda m does not change appreciably. Even when concentration is very low, the lambda m increases, but not very rapidly. Simple logic है. क्यों? Because KCl is a strong electrolyte. What is KCl? Is a strong electrolyte. It is almost completely dissociated. Even in the higher concentrations, it is completely ionized, but not completely dissociated. Ions are not able to move freely in solution. So when concentration decreases for solution, lambda m of solution increases. And when it is approaching nearly zero, C approach nearly zero, then by extrapolating the graph, we can find the lambda 0 m for the strong electrolyte. If I take the graph for the weak electrolyte, like solution of CH3COOH, it is meeting this y-axis at some unknown point. Means it is not a straight line. The graph taken for solution of CH3COH, that initially when concentration decrease, lambda m increases, but when dilution will be very low, concentration decrease quite low, then lambda m increase more rapidly. But it is not meeting at fixed point, no straight line. We don't get straight line here. So what happened? Like this case, we have found the lambda 0 m value for the KCl or similar strong electrolyte. We cannot find lambda 0 m of weak electrolyte. We cannot find lambda 0 m of the weak electrolyte by extrapolating the graph of the weak electrolyte. So to find the lambda 0 m for the weak electrolyte like this CH3COH, we need something more. And that relations are used using we can get calculation of lambda 0 m for the weak electrolyte using Kohlrausch law. They give lambda 0 m for the strong electrolyte using those laws, Kohlrausch law. We can find lambda 0 m of the weak electrolyte. Okay, so anyway, this expression you can apply. It can give some points you can remember. It can give a straight line plot for the strong electrolyte, that too at lower concentrations. When concentration is quite higher, we are not getting straight line. For the weak electrolyte, it does not give straight line. And this will be having sloping at lower concentration. Slope can be how much? Minus a. Intercept taken is lambda 0 m along the lambda m axis. So using this expression, we can find lambda 0 m values of different strong electrolytes. For weak electrolytes, we cannot get lambda 0 m by this expression. To find lambda 0 m for the weak electrolyte, we will use next topic, Kohlrausch law. Okay, let us take next topic, Kohlrausch law. So let us take our next topic, Kohlrausch law of independent migration of ions. It is based on one observation. What is observation? That observation is that you can write the observation. लिखिए, write down this point, observation. लिखिए, at first at observation. Observation लिखिए, at infinite dilution. At infinite dilution. Dilution when dissociation is complete. When dissociation is complete, each ion makes a definite contribution. Each ion makes a definite contribution towards. Each ion makes a definite contribution towards limiting molar conductivity. Towards limiting molar conductivity, that is lambda 0 m. Towards limiting molar conductivity, which is lambda 0 m, and which is independent of the other ions, which is independent of the other ions with which they are associated. With which they are associated. That is the observation base for this Kohlrausch law of independent migration of ions. हमने क्या बोला? Each ion makes a definite contribution towards limiting molar conductance, and that value does not depend on the other ion with whom they are associated. This observation we are using for this Kohlrausch law, and then explain this observation meaning and the law's significance or law's applications. देखिए, as per this law, now can take the statement of this Kohlrausch law. Now written statement of Kohlrausch law. लिख लीजिए. At infinite dilution, again कितना पॉइंट कॉमन है? At infinite dilution, when dissociation is complete, the limiting molar conductivity of solution is equal to the sum total of ionic limiting molar conductivities of ions. Meaning what? If I write, suppose lambda 0 m value for NaCl solution, this value will be how much? It is lambda 0 m of sodium ions plus lambda 0 m of Cl negative ions. This symbol taken here are the symbol for limiting molar conductivities of ions. For Cl negative ion, if I write the value here, I can write this way here. So lambda 0 m symbol is taken. Lambda 0 m, I can use word here, or simply for the ions discussed here. For the ions we write here in subscript here. Lambda 0 m can be taken for different ions. They are limiting molar conductivities. If I write lambda 0 m for solution of CaCl2, so how to write here? It is lambda 0 m of calcium plus 2 ions plus lambda 0 m of Cl negative ion, but 1 mole of salt with 2 mole of ions, so 2 into lambda 0 m of Cl negative ions. If I take suppose solution taken of aluminium sulfate, for this how to find or write lambda 0 m value, it can be taken lambda 2 aluminum ions, so 2 into lambda 0 m of aluminum ions plus 3 into lambda 0 m of sulfate ions. Or you can take salt of category taken AXBY type salt. It have how much lambda 0 m value? I can write here expression wise. It is assumed to be cation first, so X into lambda 0 m of A Y plus Y into lambda 0 m of B X minus. This can be taken mathematical statement of Kohlrausch law कि at infinite dilution when a compound or solute undergo complete dissociation each and make a definite contribution towards molar conductance. So we can just add separate ions molar conductivities, separate ions limiting molar conductivities. On adding them for solution or that solution mixture or solute we can find the lambda 0 m values. Now this observation has one important idea for this law statement development. क्या था? Let us explain this one to you now. We have taken this light law statement, so we can take here one observation taken here. If I take difference of two solutions lambda 0 m values, if I add lambda 0 m of KCl minus lambda 0 m of NaCl solution, now I will take in each pair anion common. This difference is found to be same if I take lambda 0 m of potassium bromide minus lambda 0 m of NaBr, and this value is further equal to same as lambda 0 m of potassium iodide minus lambda 0 m of sodium iodide, and the value is found to be same in all the cases. It is 23.4 Siemens centimeter square per mole. In each case the value of difference of the lambda 0 m of KCl and NaCl or KBr or NaBr or Ki or Nai is found to be same. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? इसका मीनिंग ये होगा कि सब में डिफरेंस क्या है? हर एक पेयर में एक आयन कॉमन है. कौन सा आयन कॉमन है? Cl नेगेटिव आयन था पहले में. यहाँ पे क्या कॉमन था? Br नेगेटिव कॉमन है. यहाँ पे क्या कॉमन है? I नेगेटिव कॉमन है. So this difference is basically only because of difference of lambda 0 m value of K plus minus lambda 0 m of sodium plus. This value will be same as 23.4 Siemens centimeter square per mole. If you take one more observation which will be help you to compare this point further, if I take lambda 0 m of NaBr minus lambda 0 m of NaCl, or this is same as this difference can be taken equal to lambda 0 m of KBr minus lambda 0 m of KCl. So in each this given pair we can see what is pair common. Cation is common. Here cation common. This difference found to be how much? In each case the difference is found to be same, 1.8 Siemens centimeter square per mole. And it is how much? This can be taken because of only difference of anions. It can be taken difference of lambda 0 m of Br negative and Cl negative ion. So you can see in each pair the value or the magnitude of differences is coming out to be same. How much? 1.8 in proper units. Siemens centimeter square per mole. So we can see that from the given observation we can have potassium ions combined with Cl negative ion or sodium negative ion combined with Cl negative ion, or we can take potassium ions are combined with Cl negative, Br negative or I negative ion. Each case potassium ion have same value of lambda 0 m. Similarly, sodium ions may associate with Cl negative ion or Br negative ion or I negative ion. Sodium will not differ in lambda 0 value or the limiting molar conductivity. That means each ion make a definite contribution. It is independent of the other ions with whom they are associated. वो किससे जुड़ा हुआ है फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा इसके ऊपर, किसके ऊपर, उस आयन के मोलर कंडक्टिविटी के ऊपर. When dilution is infinite, it is term used limiting molar conductivity. Similarly, you can take Br negative or Cl negative ion. Br negative ion may associate with sodium ions or Cl negative ion may be joining with the sodium ions. तो Br negative में attached to sodium or potassium, each case Br negative have same value of lambda 0 m or Cl negative ion have same value of lambda 0 m. So this difference taken in this given pair of the solute is because of different only anion. The difference is only of the anions. This will differ or this will define this Kohlrausch law. So this as a whole, what is the observation in this point means? In solutions, each ion will have its own value of limiting molar conductivity, and that does not depend on the other ions with whom they are associated. With whom they are associated. This point you have to keep in mind कि किसी भी आयन का जितना लैम्डा 0 m वैल्यू एक केस में है उतना ही सेकंड केस में होगा, उतना ही सेकंड केस में होगा. ये कुछ पॉइंट आप ध्यान रखेंगे when we do the questions on this Kohlrausch law applications. तुम्हारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आएगा इसमें application of Kohlrausch law. They will have several applications. Like first can be taken calculation of lambda 0 m values of the weak electrolytes, which we can't calculate using on Debye-Huckel-Onsala regulation graphs, and then we can take calculation of degree of dissociation of the weak electrolytes, calculation of dissociation constant of the weak electrolytes like Ka or Kb for the weak acid or weak base, or solubility product calculation, or calculation of ionic product of water. These all applications we will cover in next class. Okay, so let us take our next topic, applications of Kohlrausch law. Applications of Kohlrausch law. In different applications, first application can be taken calculation of lambda 0 m value of weak electrolytes. Calculation of lambda 0 m, that is limiting molar conductivity of weak electrolyte. Limiting means also we can call this as lambda 0 m is also called as molar conductivity of solution at infinite dilution when alpha is equal to 1 in that condition. So how to calculate here? For this calculations the data can be given. If I write lambda 0 m value is given of CH3COONA, suppose the value taken x, lambda 0 m given of HCl is given y, and lambda 0 m given of NaCl is z in proper units. I'm not writing values, I'm just telling you how to apply this. We are given lambda 0 m for the 3 strong electrolytes. Using this information they require to find lambda 0 m of CH3COOH. Can you find the answer for this question? See, for this calculation what we require, this lambda 0 m of CH3COOH can be taken as summation of lambda 0 m of acetate plus lambda 0 m of hydrogen plus ion. What is the source of acetate first compound and source of hydrogen plus ion second compound? What is not required here, Na or here Cl? So difference we can take. This can be taken by expression. It is lambda 0 m of CH3COONA plus lambda 0 m of HCl minus lambda 0 m of NaCl. Because when we apply Kohlrausch law, after breaking this expression into ions, it can be taken lambda 0 m of acetate ions plus lambda 0 m of Na plus ions plus you can add both values, वो आपका सेपरेट हो जाएगा उसमें। तो ये रहेगा प्लस लैम्डा 0 m ऑफ हाइड्रोजन प्लस आयंस प्लस लैम्डा 0 m of Cl negative ions, and it can be taken how much lambda 0 m of Na plus lambda 0 m of Cl negative. When we compare two expressions on both sides, what is not required to us? Sodium ions unwanted, Cl negative ions also unwanted, you can cancel out. So we get the required answer. Required expression lambda 0 m of acetate ion plus lambda 0 m of hydrogen plus ion. So what should be answer for this question? Lambda 0 m of CH3COONA, that is X, plus lambda 0 m of HCl, Y. Not required is NaCl, subtract, minus Z. Whatever values given, you can put in the same proper units. Then for the solutions of the weak electrolyte, this way we can find the lambda 0 m values of the weaker electrolytes. आपको ये पॉइंट समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? इस एक्सप्रेशन को यूज करके, इस टाइप के एक्सप्रेशन यूज करके हम क्या कर सकते हैं? lambda 0 m of the weaker electrolytes. तो जो से जो सॉल्ट मिलेगा, कंपाउंड आपको मिलेगा क्वेश्चन में, उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम इक्वेशन लगा लेंगे, ठीक है? Let us take one more example on this concept, on this first application. आपको नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन दिया है, sometime even for the other compound indirectly you can find lambda 0 m using this application, like in first case आपको दिया हुआ है lambda 0 m of solution of BaCl2, let's say it is X, और दिया है lambda 0 m of NaOH solution, ये आपको दिया है Y, और आपको दिया है lambda 0 m of NaCl, ये आपको दिया है Z। आपको पूछा है फाइंड lambda 0 m of BaOH whole twice solution. Find the lambda 0 m of solution of barium hydroxide using this expression, this data. So think what we require. We require which ions from Kohlrausch law? It is lambda 0 m of barium plus 2 ion plus 2 into lambda 0 m of OH negative ions. We require 1 mole of barium plus 2 ion, so 1 mole means it can be taken X, and 2 moles of OH negative ion, so plus 2Y. Now we don't require 2 Cl or 2 sodium, so minus 2Z. अब जो आपको वैल्यू क्वेश्चन मिलते हैं उनका वैल्यू आप पुट कर देंगे तो हमारा आंसर इस क्वेश्चन में निकल आएगा। तो जैसे क्वेश्चन दिया है उसका आयन सोचिए, हमारे टारगेट आयंस कौन से हैं, उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम इन इक्वेशन को रीअरेंज कर लेते हैं ताकि हमारा आंसर निकल पाए उस क्वेश्चन के लिए। आर यू क्लियर दिस पॉइंट? चलिए, दैट इज वन एप्लीकेशन टेकन हियर फ्रॉम Kohlrausch law to find the lambda 0 m of weak electrolyte as well as for some other compounds for whom directly it is we will not calculating the lambda 0 m, but indirectly you can find out lambda 0 m values. यहाँ पे मीनिंग क्या होता है weak electrolyte का, like weak acid and weak bases. That is general meaning of this term weak electrolytes, because salts आपके almost सारे salt होंगे they behave as strong electrolyte if they are soluble. If they are soluble, इसको ध्यान रखिए पॉइंट को. So anyway, this first application, determination of lambda 0 m of the weak electrolyte. आपका सेकंड आएगा एप्लीकेशन आपके कैलकुलेशन ऑफ अल्फा, डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन ऑफ वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, अल्फा ऑफ वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स। देखिए हम क्या बोलते हैं, लैम्डा 0 m का एक सिग्निफिकेंस होता है। क्या होता है इसका सिग्निफिकेंस? अगर आपको याद होगा ओस्टवाल्ड डाइल्यूशन लॉ, हम क्या बोलते थे इसमें, अल्फा इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच रूट ka by c। On dilution, when C approach nearly 0, alpha will be coming equal to 1. So we can use this point here कि when we take concentration, when we take term limiting molar conductivity, at this point alpha will be equal to 1. Because in dilution alpha keep on increasing, and when dilution become infinite, उसका meaning क्या होता है कि अब इसमें और ब्रेकअप होना सॉल्यूशन सॉलिड का पॉसिबल नहीं है. मीनिंग क्या होता है when dilution become infinite, at that condition alpha will be equal to 1. अब उसके पहले क्या है, at lambda n values alpha will be less than 1. So ratio of lambda m at a given concentration by lambda 0 m will give the value of alpha. The ratio of lambda m by lambda 0 m at a given point will be alpha. Lambda m कहाँ से निकालते हैं? Lambda m you can find by relation k into 1000 by molarity. From where you get lambda 0 m? Using first application. Using first application we find lambda 0 m, and this lambda m you can calculate at a given concentration using the expression of molar conductivity of solution. K is solution conductivity, molarity of solution. From this expression we can find lambda m. From first application we can find lambda 0 m, and then we can find the alpha, the degree of dissociation of the weak electrolytes. Are you clear? Second application. Now third application can be taken, determination of dissociation constant Ka or Kb of weak electrolytes. ये बहुत सिंपल है. देखिए हमारे पास इसको हम निकालते हैं फ्रॉम फर्स्ट सेकंड एप्लीकेशन ओनली. अगर हमारे पास एसिड और बेस वीक दिया तो क्या कहते हैं Ka फॉर द वीक एसिड्स और Kb फॉर द वीक बेस. वी राइट Ka फॉर द वीक एसिड और Kb फॉर द वीक बेस. क्या होता है इसका एक्सप्रेशन? C अल्फा स्क्वायर बाई 1 माइनस अल्फा. If alpha is very very less as compared to 1, normally we take range up to 0.05. So alpha compared to 1 is negligible. So 1 minus alpha can be taken equal to 1. So we can write them here. In such case, Ka is equal to C alpha square. Otherwise don't worry. आप डायरेक्टली देख लीजिए कि अगर हमारे पास अल्फा का वैल्यू निकालेंगे इस एक्सप्रेशन से. तीनों का लिंक है एप्लीकेशंस का. फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन हमने निकाला लैम्डा 0 m. फ्रॉम फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन हमने क्या निकाला? लैम्डा 0 m का वैल्यू. और सेकंड एप्लीकेशन से हमने क्या निकाला? अल्फा का वैल्यू. अल्फा आपको पता चल चुका है. अगर अल्फा का वैल्यू बहुत कम आ रहा है, हमारा रेंज क्या होता है? अप टू 0.05. अल्फा इन द डिनोमिनेटर कैन बी नेग्लेक्टेड. अगर अल्फा का वैल्यू अपने यहां से निकालते हैं, उसका वैल्यू 0.05 या से कम आएगा, हम तो क्या बोलेंगे? अल्फा कंपेयर टू 1 इज नेग्लिजिबल, एंड देन Ka कैन बी टेकन C अल्फा स्क्वायर. अदरवाइज पुट अल्फा इन द डिनोमिनेटर आल्सो. तो हम निकाल पाएंगे Ka वैल्यू फॉर द वीक एसिड, और if we take weak base like ammonium hydroxide, we can find the value of Kb as well. So for the weak acids or weak bases, we can determine the value of Ka or Kb using this applications, combined applications. थर्ड आपका आएगा, इससे लिंक ही है. फर्स्ट से निकालेंगे लैम्डा 0 m, सेकंड से अल्फा, फिर हम निकालते हैं Ka का वैल्यू अगर हमारे पास दिया है वीक एसिड, और Kb का वैल्यू अगर आपको दिया है वीक बेस. आर यू क्लियर? चलिए लेट अस टेक नेक्स्ट एप्लीकेशन टेकन हियर. हमारे पास नेक्स्ट एप्लीकेशन दिया हुआ है कैलकुलेशन ऑफ आयनिक प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वाटर. that is Kw. How for water we can find Kw value? This I will explain this application through one question. Okay, so one question is given to you, that question you will write down first and then this point will be clear to you automatically. So let us take one question on this concept, calculation of ionic product of water. इसमें एक ही क्वेश्चन बनता है, इसमें डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन दिया है इस पॉइंट के लिए. क्या लिखा है क्वेश्चन लिख लीजिए, पैटर्न क्वेश्चन लिखिए. द कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ वाटर, द कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ वाटर एट 298 Kelvin is 0.554 into 10 to power minus 7 Siemens per centimeter. Calculate degree alpha. Alpha क्या है इसमें? Calculate degree of dissociation of water and ionic product of water, Kw. अल्फा क्या है? डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन, और Kw क्या है? आयनिक प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वाटर. आपको निकालना है. आपको क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया हुआ है? आपको दिया है लैम्डा 0 m ऑफ हाइड्रोजन प्लस आयंस 349.8 साइमन्स सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर पर मोल, और दिया है लैम्डा 0 m OH का दिया हुआ है 197.8 साइमन्स सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर पर मोल. इतना क्वेश्चन को इंफॉर्मेशन दिया है. ओके, सो आई होप यू कैन ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन योरसेल्फ. तो आप बेटर है कि आप ट्राई करो इस क्वेश्चन को पहले. ट्राई योरसेल्फ दिस क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट, देन सी सॉल्यूशन. नाउ कमिंग ऑन सॉल्यूशन पार्ट. टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन हमें अल्फा निकालना है. तो अल्फा के लिए क्या रिक्वायर्ड होता है? लैम्डा m का वैल्यू और लैम्डा 0 m का वैल्यू. यहां पर क्या दिया है? आपको दिया है कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ वाटर. Now for pure water, what can be taken? Concentration C, it can be taken 1000 by 18 moles per liter. Already explained to you concentration of solutions. Molarity I can write directly. When you take 1 liter water, indicate 1000 ml water or 1000 gram water. तो weight in gram by molar weight. Weight in gram by molar weight is what? Molarity in 1 liter. Weight upon molar weight is moles in 1 liter. So for water we can have concentration C, molarity I'm writing as C. Concentration of solution is this much. अब हमें निकालना था लैम्डा m का वैल्यू. तो क्या था रिलेशन? K into 1000 by molarity of water. मोलरिटी आपका सेम C है. तो क्या लिखेंगे इसमें हम कंसंट्रेशन को? यहाँ पर K दिया है वाटर के लिए 0.554 into 10 to power minus 7 into 1000 by molarity कितना है? 1000 by 18. We get from here lambda m, and then from Colrush application we can get lambda 0 m of water. कितना आएगा? lambda 0 m of hydrogen plus ion 349.8 plus 197.8, दोनों ऐड कर लीजिए. दिस बिकम द लैम्डा 0 m फॉर वाटर. कितना आएगा इसका वैल्यू? साइमन्स सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर पर मोल. ये आप कैलकुलेशन खुद करेंगे इसको. इन दोनों को रिलेशन देने के बाद क्या निकाल पाएंगे? अल्फा का वैल्यू. अल्फा कितना आएगा? लैम्डा m बाई लैम्डा 0 m. ये हमारा आ गया लैम्डा m का वैल्यू यहां पर, और ये आ गया लैम्डा 0 m का वैल्यू. रेशियो कितना आएगा आपका? अल्फा का वैल्यू. ऑन सॉल्विंग अल्फा कम नियरली 1.8 into 10 to power minus 9. ये हमारा आया अल्फा का वैल्यू. अब क्या होता है वाटर के केस में? व्हेन प्योर वाटर डिसोसिएट तो क्या देगा? H plus ions plus OH negative ion, concentration C alpha each. So Kw is taken ionic product of water H ions into OH negative ion concentration. This is C alpha whole square. H ions कितना है? C alpha. OH कितना है? C alpha का whole square कर देंगे इसमें. That is ionic product of water. On solving this value come approximately 10 to power minus 14 moles per liter square. So it is your second answer. We were requiring two answers. It is one answer alpha, and second answer is Kw of water. इतना होता है उतने आएगा when your temperature 25 degree Celsius, that is 298 Kelvin. Are you clear? That is the application taken calculation of ionic product of water Kw. Okay. Now we take one more application is remaining, solubility and solubility product calculation. Let us take that also. So let us take our last application taken is Color's law, determination of solubility and solubility product constant. I given one question, but let us see how to apply this. See, whenever solutions are saturated, they can be taken, they are taken or they can be taken as solutions at infinite dilution. Logic क्या होता है? Since alpha is equal to 1, remember whichever salt dissolves in solution, for them alpha is equal to 1. For whatever salt dissolves solution in alpha equal to 1. So such solutions you can take in this case lambda m when solutions are saturated will be same as lambda 0 m. That is one point you can use here. And in such cases solution molarity will be taken same as solubility. In such case solution molarity will be taken same as solubility of the salt. So in this expression we write relation lambda m is equal to k into 1000 by molarity. In the given formula lambda m will be taken same as lambda 0 m because when solutions are saturated, remember when solutions are saturated they can be taken as solution at infinite dilution because alpha is equal to 1 for whatever salt dissolved in solution. अगला पॉइंट क्या होता है? When solutions are saturated, then the molarity of salt will be taken same as solubility. So this m is taken molarity of salt will be taken as solubility of salt. And once for a salt we know solubility. We can find the solubility product using the basic application of ionic equilibrium, solubility product constant determination expression. Okay, so how to apply this point here? One question I given here, that question you write down. आप लोग क्वेश्चन लिख लीजिए वाला, write down क्वेश्चन लिखिए. The conductivity of a saturated solution, the conductivity of a saturated solution of calcium fluoride was found to be 4.2 into 10 to power minus 5. 4.2 into 10 to power minus 5 Siemens per centimeter. Full stop. The conductivity of water used is 2 into 10 to power minus 6. Is 2 into 10 to power minus 6 Siemens per centimeter. Given lambda 0 m of calcium plus 2 is 104 Siemens centimeter square per mole, and lambda 0 m of F negative is 48. Lambda 0 m of F negative is 48 Siemens centimeter square per mole. You try this question yourself. See, in solving this question already we have given you enough hint that first we find the lambda 0 m of calcium fluoride. कितना आएगा? From Color's law, 1 mole of calcium plus 2 104, 2 moles of F negative, so 2 into 48, that is how much? 96 plus 104 is 200 Siemens centimeter square per mole. One information we get lambda 0 m. When solutions are saturated, lambda m will be same as lambda 0 m. पहला पॉइंट. अगला पॉइंट क्या है इस केस में? K ऑफ वाटर दिया हुआ है. हमारे पास रिलेशन क्या होता है कंडक्टिविटी के लिए? लैम्डा m निकालने के लिए या लैम्डा 0 m के लिए K into 1000 by molarity which is same as solubility of salt. लैम्डा 0 निकाल चुके हैं, 200 आ गया. K कितना होगा इसमें? K is taken K of salt. It is K of solution 4.2 into 10 to power minus 5 minus K of water used 2 into 10 to power minus 6 तो आई कैन राइट 0.2 इंटू 10 टू पावर माइनस 5, तो कितना आएगा 4 इंटू 10 टू पावर माइनस 5 साइमन्स पर सेंटीमीटर। ये कैसे निकाला, K ऑफ सॉल्यूशन माइनस K ऑफ वाटर यूज्ड, बिकॉज इन दिस रिलेशन conductivity is taken of salt alone. It is conductivity of solution minus conductivity of water used. Difference लेते दोनों का है, तो वो अलग K of salt हम निकाल लिए हमने। अब आया हमारे पास K के बाद मोलरिटी निकालना है सोल्यूशन का, तो कितना आएगा मोलरिटी, दैट इज सेम एज सॉलिबिलिटी K 4 इंटू 10 टू पावर माइनस 5। आपको m चाहिए इंटू 1000 डिवाइडेड बाई लैम्डा 0m कितना है 200। तो बहुत सिंपल, आपका आगे कैलकुलेशन आप 2 टू या 4, तो 2 इंटू 10 टू पावर कितना हो जाएगा ये -4 m क्यूब, सॉरी m, that the salt will have in this case solubility, on solving it is coming how much, it is solubility of salt, that the salt has in this case solubility 2 into 10 to power minus 4 moles per liter, and when the salt is dissolved it can give calcium plus 2 ion plus 2F negative. If solubility is X, it is 2X. What is KSP expression, 4x cube. So in this case what is KSP, 4x cube, 4 into 2 into 10 to power minus 4 का क्यूब, कितना है सॉल्व करने पे 2 2 या 4 इट मींस 32 या 3.2 into 10 to power minus 11 m cube. It is your solubility product constant value. It is the value of solution solubility product constant. So there are different applications. I hope it is clear. यहाँ पे सॉल्ट देगा, सपोज सॉल्युबिलिटी से कम x, तो 2x देगा F नेगेटिव का, फिर KSP कितना आता है, कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ कैल्शियम प्लस 2 इंटू F नेगेटिव कंसंट्रेशन स्क्वायर, x इंटू 2x का स्क्वायर कितना आता है 4x क्यूब, तो दैट KSP इज कमिंग 4x क्यूब, x क्या है सॉल्युबिलिटी हमने निकाल लिया इंटू 4, इट इज योर सॉल्युबिलिटी प्रोडक्ट कांस्टेंट। ओके, सो इट इज योर एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ कोलरॉस लॉ। आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू यू। और हमारा अभी चैप्टर का थ्योरी खत्म होता है, अब हम क्वेश्चंस लेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास से, ठीक है।